Time for ATV Quad Kings, y'all. It's time for the video game. I don't have any fun facts about this game, except for the fact that for some reason this game had a DSi release in 2014, which is just really strange because only like 4 DS games that weren't like compilations released in 2014. And like most of them were like 3DS backports, so it's very weird for this game to get remastered on DSiWare. And I checked earlier too, but like the company who made the re-release wasn't even the same company who developed this game initially. It's a company called Enjoy Gaming, which we're gonna play a few games from them eventually for DS, but like they had 3DS eShop releases but prior to this game releasing on DSiWare. It's very strange. I don't know why I don't know why they did this. It wasn't even like, you know, a 3DS eShop release plus DSiWare. It was just straight up only DSiWare. It's like I think no one played that basically at that point. The DSi in general was like, I don't know. I feel like not as many people bought it overall, but like it was definitely bought a decent amount. Even still, the part we're checking the eShop in 2014 for new releases. It's a very baffling really thing. I don't know. It's just really strange. Yeah, that's the same energy as Pine Moon's Adventure, a GBA launch title that used to speedrun having a PS1 release in 2003. And for record, GBA launched in 2001, so it's very strange that it released in 2003 on PS1, 2 years after the PS2 came out. Very strange thing. It's like the same energy as that, honestly. Yeah, there's like 18 races in total and like 9 locations to go through. That's the idea here, so I will see how long it takes me, I guess. We'll just see how long it takes me. I forgot to fix my webcam. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix this real quick. I have to do this every single time I start OBS. It's pretty annoying. There we go. All right, we're good. Cool. Yippee. Let's video game. Thanks for streaking, gamer. Whoa. Enjoy gaming. That's the re-release for this. They did not do this version of the game. They did the Wii version. What the heck? Okay, that's the developers of this game at least. Cool 3D intros, okay. Wasn't expecting 3D intros like this, but I'm here for it. Hold on. Yo, banger? What's up, Lan? This is how it be. Twitch is not as much reliable for no one to stream is live, unfortunately. That's why I got the Discord for that. I always ping as soon as I go live. Like the instant. I'm turn up a little higher, I think. Alright, cool 3D intro. Was not expecting that, but that's awesome. Also, I did the thing again. There we go. Okay, now the menu's louder. I got to turn it down now. Rip. We go right there, I think. And fix this. Bam. Been a little preoccupied with, I think most of the games been on this screen, so we'll keep on this screen. Been a little preoccupied with, working on something on the side. So I've, wasn't super prepared tonight, but it's okay. Let's go, 3, 2, 1, bam. Empty. Alright, my name is... What's my name, chat? How many characters do I have? Hold on. 11 characters. That's a very odd amount, but, I mean, that's neat. Alright, what's my name? I'm trying to do something based off of all terrain. I was kind of just thinking all Shasta for some reason. I don't know why. It's just that's not really anything. All right, how about in honor of famous pod racer Ben Quadraneros, we name this guy Quadraneros or B Quadraneros. I don't know why I'm thinking about that right now. My mind is a mysterious palace. Oh wait, no, the Quadraneros thing is like. Oh, hold on. Let me just do this. There's enough characters to work with here. It is. And nothing to spare. Alright, this guy's Ben Quaterneros from Star Wars Episode 1. Pod racing. I don't know why I'm like this. Okay, I can do random numbers here. Ah, no funny numbers, dang. Well, I guess 13's an unlucky number. I guess we'll do that one. Brown marble, perp. Ooh, Lakers colors. And orange. Let's go the blue and white. Blue and white's pretty slick, I would say. Alright, but default's on medium, so we'll keep it on medium then. Alright. Alright, World Tour it is. Let's see what else we got. All the same, okay, yeah. Alright, World Tour, here we go. Beginner. Give me that blue car, I think. What the? Oh, it was my computer. My computer just like freaked out for a sec. What the hell? That was weird. I was like, why did the game just go like freeze for a bit? That's why. My computer was being weird. I did not expect that to happen. All right, whatever. That was really strange. That like my computer's been fine for a while, and I'm not sure why that happened. That's concerning. Well, hopefully that's it. Hopefully it's fine and nothing else happens. Yeah, my CPU usage for OBS is like 4%, so like it's not a whole lot. That's pretty standard, I'd say. Dropped 0 frames. Not sure why that happened. That's really weird. I love these 3 cinematics. This is more than I expected from this game already. Yeah, technology being funny for sure. ATV Quad Kings. In case you forgot, that's the video game right here. That's what we're playing. Whoa, loud horn. Let's go. Yeah, take that. Alright, we got a little drift button. That's good. I don't think drifting really does a whole lot, but we'll see. Here's like a drift boost. No, it's not. It seems pretty standard. Just kidding. There's lightning bolts in there? So there are power-ups, it looks like. Interesting. Yeah, I do have a little boost. Okay. I thought it was be more sports racing considering it's ATVs, but like... Nah, it's more standard racing, I would say, if it has like larger-in-life things like boosts in it. I'll still classify as sports racing because I mean, just look at it, but still. That's wild. I was not expecting that at all. I recently went through my spreadsheet and classified like every sports game by like what type of sport it is. So like there's actually a lot of sports racing games as a result of that. Like, you know, like ATVs, motocross, like monster trucks, etc., etc. There's actually like a lot of that in DS compared to like stuff like baseball or soccer and all that. Which kind of surprised me a bit, but it made sense. It's definitely feels like it's more straightforward to make a DS like racing game than it is to make like a basketball game or a soccer game or something. Yeah, I think I'm getting rubber banded. I think I'm getting rubber banded on mostly. That CPU is like directly behind me there. The drifting is fine though, for sure. Control's solidly so far. I'm kind of hoping we get more than just our boost right here. Hope we get like a different power up eventually. That'd be pretty cool. I'm also fine with just the boost as well. Good job, Ben and Quad and Arrows. You did it. A very limb constant part. Yeah, that sounds about right. I could turn it down, I think, in the options menu. I'll probably do that eventually. I have to switch to blue every time? Oh no. Alright, race 206, here we go. If the start lasts as long as the gameplay, maybe, I don't know. It was fine. FFP was cool. It's more than I expected from this game. It can't be too bad. Playing weekend sounds? Yeah, absolutely. It's not as powerful as like a monster truck engine noise, that's for sure. I forget which ATV game Teddy played at one point, but he said it was like, it's just controlled like complete shit. This one, it's definitely not this one though. This one controls fine for sure. It's like very slippery for some reason. I think it's what I remember him saying. Whoa! Wait, can you jump in this? I lifted my leg, therefore I get $250. He's so talented! Whoa! Never good at racing games. They're tricky for sure. Like, it's a tricky genre because like every racing game controls a little differently from each other. I feel like, and also some racing games like, you know, the more arcade ones like Mario Kart and all that, they have, you know, power ups like this. You gotta worry about all the time too, which can make or break your race in general. Then some racing games are just really difficult to the point where like if you mess up once, you're just gonna get passed up the entire time. That's like not as fun, in my opinion at least. Yeah, it seems like there's only a boost here, and that's it. Which is fine by me. I guess that's game balance there in case you fall too far behind or something. I don't know. Also, yeah, some games like this one definitely have like heavy rubber banding to the point where like if you mess up, your CPUs are about to pass you at any point. The Star Wars pod racing? Yo, Ben Quanaro's mentioned? Let's go. I don't know why I'm on this tonight. Pod racing is really cool though. That game is really hard. I never beat it as a kid, but I got pretty far, I think. There's that one track that had like anti-gravity sections. That's the one that always messed me up. That track is awful. The other ones are cool though. Ooh. Whee. Yeah, you don't have to drift early or anything here. It just kind of works. That's good. Feel like I earned $5,000 for one race. You have to go back to blue now because that's what I'm doing. I guess honestly, the money you get just goes into your flight costs because you're going across the world right now to race. I don't know if there's a start boost or anything, but I'm just kind of holding 8. Or the way I probably would usually for Mario Kart. So far it does feel like you're not really going to get past it by the CPUs as soon as you pass them. It's kind of how it feels right now. Also, they did not get that item there, so like I guess they're not affected by the item boxes, I guess. They're not getting boosts ever. Oh my god, he's so good. Yeah, okay, I think I'm just gonna win this. Oh no, it's right, 6 tracks per circuit, I guess, or per area, wherever it is. Yeah, now we're over to France from Mexico. Going across the whole dang world. I just realized I have my sound on my 3DS. I've been testing like 3DS download play stuff or DS download play stuff for Power Up Coliseum. So I've kind of just been like playing my 3DS without actually having it connected to my computer like I normally do for this. Sorry if you're hearing any like random audio bleed there for a bit, but it's probably fine. Yes, it sounds awful. No. At least it's not Santa Claus is coming to town playing for 3 hours in a row. That's all I'm saying. Nah, that's fair though, honestly. That's what we gotta do. I didn't realize it was off-road at all right there, but I guess I was. Whoops. It's just engine noise. I don't blame you. I'll turn it down after his race is done. I can turn down the settings, thankfully. Yo, what's up, Sid? Hello, person currently in lead for Fantasy Sid. How's it going? Hello. Thank you. I'll do my best. This game is... It just is. It's pretty standard ATV racing, I'd say, other than the boosts. The boosts are a little non-standard, but like, yeah. It's going. We'll see if it shakes up a little more the further I go. But for now, it's just been a lot of this, I guess, so far. It might, yeah. I'm on level 5 currently, 36 hours in, for the record. Level 5 of free mode, which is over halfway through the game now, because we got all the normal puzzles already. I'm guessing it'll probably be around, like, 60 hours by the time we're done, but I'm not sure. We'll see. It's gonna depend as well if there's also a set of extra puzzles. Maybe free mode, which I imagine there will be, considering there was for normal mode, but I don't know. Only time will tell for sure. Just locking in Picross. I actually have been the last couple of sessions. I've been doing pretty well, like being like a whole set of like levels all in one session. I might do it tonight. Need you to lock it even further. I'll do my best. Yeah, we absolutely destroyed everyone on this race. Okay. Yeah, if I lose this last race, or if I lose this next race, it doesn't even matter. But I don't think I'm gonna lose it all. Yeah, around 60 hours. Alright, for France and Spain makes sense. They're adjacent countries. We're like racing in Europe, then suddenly we're going to Mexico, baby. It's a long flight. So we come from Taze for thanks for recommending it? Absolutely. The Bars of Magic was so freaking funny. Definitely one of the best couching experiences I've had for sure. Get out of the way! I'm glad y'all liked it. I'm surprised that VOD doesn't have a whole lot of viewers on it either. Like people gotta know about that one. People gotta learn about Memoirs of Magic. Easily, for sure. I guess see what that GEQ review guy said about that run too. I can only imagine it's like... I can't even imagine what it'd be, actually. He'd probably say like 1 for everything. Did we watch it? It's really funny. It was the perfect like 3 AM run. It was just unhinged the whole time. In the best possible way. Something audio of all time, Samaki. Yeah. I'm gonna turn down the actual engine noises after this. Just a little bit. I don't want to back out of the circuit race I'm in currently, because I might have to redo it over again if I do. I was dying super hard for that. Like at points I would just like lean on the couch, just like with my arm like this, because like, I just couldn't handle it. It was really good. Ah. GQ reviewers claim a redhead no skill involved. Oh, absolutely, 100%. He would say something like that, even though it's like a really hard game, actually. That'd be fun factor. Would be like not even like the highest score. It'd be like one under the highest score for that. That's what it'd be for sure. So there's some random person. I don't know who it is. But no one knows who they are. But there's just some random person who just reviews every GEQ run ever. You probably just look up like GEQ review person or something on Google and find them. He has his own website for it, I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. Yeah, GEQ. There we go. Okay, it's the first thing that showed up for me. Bam. Yeah, that site right there. It's just one person reviewing like every GEQ run, basically. And like his reviews are usually pretty unhinged or like super unfair a lot of the time. It's kind of funny to see. Oh, he doesn't even review Memoirs of Magic. Never mind. He hasn't even reviewed that one. Coward. That's fine. He'll get there. He'll get there eventually. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Like for what it is. He doesn't like Sonic. Rip. I forget what my best. I don't know what my best reviewed run is on there, but I should probably check at some point. Like take issues on writers and docks people for being yeah, like he's like not. I don't know. It's funny to check what he says about runs. Like no one takes it seriously by any means, but it's just kind of funny to check it occasionally. Just one of those interesting things that you just see. It's like it's just interesting to see like what people say about your run. I guess one of those things. Even in this case, if it's someone that's not really reputable, it's just like some random person. Unhinged neighbor has to say something about the neighborhood. Yeah, exactly. It's just, it's certainly something. It's just funny to see like a very like strange outside perspective, I guess. So I've never seen this person in like GEQ chat. I've never seen this person talk like in any chats ever, like any speedrun chats, or like be around the community at all. He's just some random person. And he says the most unhinged thing about like every GEQ run. It's like it's funny. It's funny to read it sometimes. He's like, no one takes it seriously. No one ever takes it seriously. It's like everyone loved this run. It was the best run ever. It was enjoyable. The brothers were having a lot of fun. It was super sick. What does GQ review guy have to say? It was the worst run ever. I hate it. It's 1 out of 10 or whatever. Oh no, he was like 1 out of 3 stars. I think that's what it was. It's like 1 out of 3 stars, which is interesting. It's not 1 out of 5. It's not 1 out of 10. It's 1 out of 3. It'd be something like that. He only rates like the skill and the fun factor, which like the skill factor is like you can't really rate that person. Can't really rate that. They never really run anything. They're not even a speedrunner. But he rates the skill of the run for some reason, as if that like matters. It's really strange. Oh, hold on. Important screen here. Shouts to 2 girls 8 pose down there. Wait, what? The credits are running already? There's no way this is it, right? There's no way this is just it. What? Wait, huh? There's no way there's only 6 races and that's it, right? Oh my god, there's no way, right? I'll sit through the credits here, but that's really bad if that's the case. Like, this is a very standard racing game. Like, it's not super special or anything, but like I expected more than just 6 races. Like, there's no way, right? Oh my. I guess no wonder this game got a DSi remaster. No wonder, I guess. Before I even split, by the way, I'm gonna like check the menus real quickly again and see if there's anything else. Presented the first place trophy in the beginner series. Now, okay, there's more. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, yeah, there's more than just beginner series. That makes sense. All right, cool. And before I go into here, let's go into options and turn down this. Was that like the engine sounds not as loud for sure? All right, a 250C quad bike to enter is okay. Surprised the credits played, of all things. Okay, so I need to find vehicles then. Okay, here we go. I have no idea how good these vehicles are. I'm gonna buy. This is any 250 at least. We'll buy this in blue, I guess. Yeah. Hooray! Yeah, I'll keep it on medium as well. It's a default difficulty. I'll just keep it there. All right, that works. But I bought in 3 colors. My bad. I just couldn't decide. Okay, I need all of them. All right, the blue striker. All right, 1 out of 8. Here we go. My songs are saved. Everyone's songs were saved for sure. That was a little concerning for a sec. Yeah, I don't know why it's in the profile menu either, but whatever, I guess. I guess a good time to mention too is this is one of those games where we have no idea how long this game actually is going to last me. There was no long play for this at all, only for the Wii version, I think, and that was like 2.5 hours or so. And then like, yeah, there's no how long to beat or anything for this game. There's not a whole lot of data on this one. Also, I'm pretty sure it's the same exact FMV as before. That wouldn't shock me. ATV Quad Kings. In case you forgot, that's what this game is, by the way. It's called ATV Quad Kings. In case you forgot. I think it's a different race from before. I wasn't really paying full attention, to be honest. I'm pretty sure this is a little different. I guess that explains what the money is for. You just buy new vehicles for however amount of money. I don't know what the point of buying the vehicles is other than just, you can do a new track now or whatever. Or new cup now or circuit or whatever. Doesn't really tell me what makes them different from each other, but I mean, that's whatever, I guess. If GQVI's review of Super Randomizer race, oh boy. I can't wait to read this as soon as I can. I might switch up to hard just to see the variety, I guess, at some point. I might do that. Considering not even catch up to me at all normal, like, yeah. Might be the play to try out hard at least once. But I don't know. GameSupportAmazon.com hyped up for years, a little underwhelmed. The place wasn't bad, just wasn't the incredible awesome I was expecting. Just too much of the run that took place inside the players' heads, silently strategizing and routing. What do you want them to do about that? that's a randomizer, baby. What do you want? They've not done a randomizer before. Do you have never seen a randomizer once? I don't. What? How do you fix this? That's what the commentary is for. They're explaining where they're going and what they're doing and stuff. Like, duh? Part of the skill of randomizer is knowing the game and knowing where to go after you get certain items in the game. Street Capper's anything but silent? Oh, absolutely. Same with Spike as well. I think he was on the couch for that. Anything but silent for sure. They were definitely saying words, but that guy clearly was not paying attention to the words being said. Therefore, you know, 0 out of 3 for skill, and 2 out of 3 for fun. Good thing I had the boost right there. That's right, it was Connor doing it. I forgot. Connor's just a gamer, so that makes sense. Whoa. All I'm saying, by the way, is that this game needs Bad to the Bone. That's all I'm saying. We need Bad to the Bone to play this game, just like in Monster Jam that we had recently. That's all I'm saying here. Yeah, we need really big crush Bad to the Bone to play. It made the game amazing, honestly. Alright, Prime versus Kyra passes bedtime. That's right, yeah. Absolutely wonderful. So many words definitely being said there. His ass was not paying attention. That's the type of interesting thing to get from those reviews, though. It's like the weirdest things. I think one of them I recall too is that he said, like, I think it was my Warrior Land 4 run. It was like low on skill or something. When it was like one of the hardest runs I've ever done in a GEQ before. It was like Warrior Land 4 hard mode back during like the pandemic in 2021. That run was really freaking hard. Like I spent a while preparing that one. It was like low skill. Wasn't really very fun. It was something like that. It was really stupid. Like there's a few ones that are just like this. If you were skillful, I'm sorry to have old record, but I'm close. My bad. Nothing a skill issue? Clearly it is. Clearly it is, I guess. I think it's the same deal with like Forgotten Land too. Like I think I also rated that one low for skill, which is like, I don't know what the hell I spent like a couple minutes trying to get one trick in that run. I don't know about that one being low skill. Also, it's definitely a repeat track right here. Yeah, meanwhile, most Mario runs are like the pinnacle of skill ever. So you know, he definitely knows what he's talking about. Mario runs can be hard, of course. Obviously, Kaiser Mario takes a lot of skill, but like, yeah, that's just a pattern. It's just a pattern he knows eventually. Is like every Mario run he is seated is the best run he's ever seen in his entire damn life. Anything else, like the worst thing he's ever seen. It's that sort of thing. It's so funny. We obviously, you can obviously see where his bias is. That's for sure. Oop. I forget we normally rate Zelda runs in general. I think I remember him rating my Phantom Hourglass run pretty weirdly as well, because that was also one of the harder runs I've done, and he rated that like a low skill run or something. When it's just like, look at the game, look at the look at how I'm controlling the game, look at all the hard tricks I'm doing. Have you seen Wriggle Necklace Skid? That shit's impossible. Do you see me fail that like 5 times in a row during the glitch showcase afterwards? Because that shit's impossible. I got 2 minutes off my world record at that time during that showcase. Like, it's really freaking hard. And he was like, nope, low skill run. It's something like that. It's really weird. Kraken said watch run with peak 7 at least. Okay, that's at least good. I haven't seen that run myself yet. I also don't really play Balatro, so I don't know if I'd really enjoy it as much as others would, but yeah. I'm at least vaguely familiar with how Balatro works. But like, I don't know if I'd be the target audience of that, but I just don't give it a shot one of these days. Watching that run, I mean, not actually playing it. I don't want to play it. Even though I understand and explain it very well. Okay, that's good at least. That's good. That definitely helps. Howdy, Wolfie. I'm about to manually switch back to my blue vehicle every time. I am not racing on the default colors, dang it, if it's not blue. I must race on blue, dang it. Blue is time loss, true. I'm a fool for doing that, but you know what? I'd rather live a fool than, I don't know, die a normie, I don't know. I'd rather live as a fool than die as a conformist? I don't know what I'm saying here, never mind. I have no idea what I'm trying to say with this. I'm gonna be a fool, okay? I will be blue every time because blue is a cool color. Blue gang, blue gang, blue gang. Absolutely worth the time loss. The fantasy brackets, people in fantasy, they'll understand. It's okay. I had to lose a few minutes collectively over a course of this playthrough because I had to choose blue every time, alright? It was super important. It makes me go faster. Trust me. Just like my cool racing stripes make me go faster on my car, okay? Just like my speed holes on the hood of my car let me go faster. You know how it is. This turn is wild, by the way. It keeps whipping me like super in close every single time. There we go. Now we're good. Yeah, Sonic Blue Saga is faster. Her blue is fast. Exactly. See, the logic checks out. It makes sense. Bada bing. Yeah, I don't think anyone's beating me in this circuit. I have 4 races left. I don't think we're getting destroyed here. Back to Mexico. That's it. Back to Winnipeg. Yeah, I don't think holding the air lead makes any difference at all. You can't really spin out or anything. I don't think there's a starting boost. Like, I'm just gonna keep doing that, I guess. Just hold A as soon as we start. I'll try and time my A press like as soon as the green goes. That's what I'll try to do next time. See, maybe there's a start boost then. If not, then yeah, there's no start boost or anything cool like that. That'll be the terminate. That'll be it right there. True. No start boost equals 0 out of 3 stars for skill. Okay, I got a double boost. Hold on, what does this do? Oh, it's just 2 boosts. Okay, never mind. I thought it was like an even faster boost or something. I thought it would make me the quad king at that point. Ooh. Ooh. Sweet. Good job, Ben Quadneros, you did it. I gotta be. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I need 4 boosts. That's what it is. And then get like, the warp ahead like they have in Lego Racers. Let's get 4 with green bricks instead of just warp far ahead. Bam, easy every time. It'd be the same thing there. Yeah, no start boost or anything. Unfortunate. I think so far what I've noticed is that the races are all the same as the previous set, like, circuit, essentially. They're probably just gonna add 2 more races at the end of it and then call it a day. And they have to do, like, the expert circuit after this or whatever. Which is gonna be, like, all the races you did previously, except there's a few more at the end. I think it's gonna be just the pattern of this game, from what I can tell so far. Which is unfortunate if that's the truth. They probably could have split it up between different circuits and has non-repeat races, but I mean, I don't know, extend that playtime, I guess. Team of Clay here plays Santa Claus is coming to town. No. Never again. You can make it a DSDS Christmas tradition every single year to replay Santa Claus is coming to town, Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas for DS. All in a row. Even though all those games are probably gonna suck. Actually, I already know Santa Claus is coming to town's really bad. I've seen The Grinch before for DS. That game is really bad too. I imagine Rudolph is probably a bad game as well, but I have no idea. I'm getting rubber banded super hard this track. Get out of here. Need that boost over there, that's what I need. Pull out hope for Rudolph, same. I believe in that Rick and Bass special. That's gonna be the good Rick and Bass special. That'd be the good Rick and Bass game for sure. Had the Grinch, remember being hard, but also wasn't good at video games yet? That's fair for sure. I can only imagine it's not super good, but I mean, we'll see, I guess. I've seen the game a little bit before, and like you like go between like doors in the house over and over again until eventually you find the exits. It's like something like that. It didn't seem very good to me, but I haven't played it yet. This rubber banding's ridiculous right now. Just need to simply not mess up. I simply just didn't mess up. The Grinch Backroom Simulator. If only that existed on DS. Now we got a real console in our hands when that comes out. Okay, now we're in Spain though. Hold on. We were in Spain before, I think. It's like maybe I had different tracks at one point in this. I just didn't notice. I think Germany was new, but also the same track we saw previously. I don't know if it was. I'm gonna pay more attention to the tracks we get in the future. Shout out to the sign on the wall there. It just is ATV with like just blue and white around it. Good advertisement. Yo, you're like ATV? Well, here's this ATV. Whoa. It's in the sky. Whoa. I'm trying to see if there's any funny advertisements on the walls, but I don't think there is. Yeah, just the game right there, ATV Quad Kings, of course. It was the funny blue ATV up there. Just like a little bit of a Christmas song? Oh, absolutely. It needs that for sure. Might have had a nightmare about that last night. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was the worst though. I really I really should just mute the game at some point and just play my own music, I swear. I endured it in the end, but I think I suffered for it as a result. I think everyone else did too. I should just mute the game at some point and just play my own songs. Maybe that game should also give maybe I should give the game also the 0.5 treatment. I don't know. I think a 1 might be too generous for that one, considering the one song in the game. I don't know. You were lucky, Instagram. You're very lucky. It was hilarious when we played a different song for 10 seconds. That's true. The payoff of that was worth it for when they actually play a different song for a very small amount of time. That's very true, actually. Definitely taking psychic damage? Yeah. My bad. Ah! This is track performing in mirror mode? I think you might be right, yeah. I don't think there's been a single new track. I think it's just mirroring some of them. I think that's correct. Which, I mean, if I had to take a guess as a pattern for this game, we unlocked two new tracks with the previous, like after beating the previous, like, circuit and stuff. So I can only imagine in this case, that's probably how it's gonna be. We're gonna unlock 2 new mirror mode tracks for the next circuit, and then the last circuit's gonna be like 2 more on top of that that are mirrored for previous, and then that's the entire game at that point. That's my guess, but I have no clue. It's clearly a very low budget racing game. I think I re-released on DSiWare in 2014, which still baffles me. That still baffles me a lot. Like, only 4 new games came out in 2014 on the DS, nothing in 2015. This game re-released, like, middle of the year 2014 on DSi, where the 3DS was already out and people were playing on the 3DS at that point. Like, it's been out for a couple of years at that point. That's the wild part. Was it like a 3DS eShop Plus DSi release? It was exclusively DSiWare. Like, who played this? Oops. Let's go! I love the podium there of just me. See the one in the front, but there's no one else around me. Alright, credits 2 out of possibly 4 complete? Starting these credits, I'm gonna find my run from SGQ last year on the review guys page and see what you said about it again. That's right. Okay, no, it was out of 5 stars. Remember, I was wrong about that. Okay, yeah. So Fan Hourglass was one of the best runs I think I've done in any marathon at SGQ last year. For skill, I gave it a 3, which is like, what are you talking about with that? I'm playing on a freaking touchscreen. Can you do that? I don't know. For fun, it was 2 out of 5, which like me and my couch just bounce off each other so well the whole time. Like, what else do you want? I don't know. All right, it says it's a long run, but it's got a nice arc to it. Starts off almost glitchless, slowly accumulating tools to break the game more and more. Never gets as busted as Twilight or Ocarina. Which Twilight Princess is like not super busted, so I don't know what he's talking about there. You still get to see every dungeon, but you see a lot less of the later ones. Not best instruction as Zelda series speedruns, but someone who's seen plenty of the games, I was glad to see this one given some love. Now seeing it beat Spirit Tracks 4, it gets in. And it's like, that sounds super positive. Why is it a 2 out of 5 overall? You know? Why is the skill not higher than that? I feel like that one deserves to be higher. It was like one of the best runs of the event according to Reddit too. He gave it a 2 out of 5. Like, what are you talking about here? And you said nothing negative about it. Why is this so rated low? It's so weird. Anyways, Pro-Am series time. Probably to buy a new thing, right? Yeah, 400cc quad bike in this case. So I'll be honest, didn't really notice the difference between if some type of quad bike or anything, but you know, there we go. This one defaults to blue. Huge. It's gonna save me time on menuing. It's gonna save me menuing time here. Alright, we got ads in like 2 minutes. See if I can get one race done before the ads play. Yeah, 1 out of 10. There we go. It's gonna be the same opening again, I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll just sit here through it. Yeah, Awkward Time is extremely busted. Twilight Princess is like not super busted at all. It's like those are entirely two opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. Out of 3 stars is funnier, so I'll choose to believe it. It is way funnier, honestly. I feel like at one point he did out of 3 stars. I might be misremembering though. I feel like at one point he did that though. Let me try my older runs. No, it's still out of 5. Never mind. Yeah, it was still out of 5. Back at HQ 2018. That was his first one. Yeah, rip. Yeah, Warland 4 is 2 out of 5 for skill. That still pisses me off. I forgot about that. That was one of the hardest runs I've done. Is this worth snoozing ads for? I'll just like pause in the middle of the race, honestly, once ads play in like less than a minute. That's what we'll do. If you don't want to see ads though, just subscribe to the channel or just walk away for a few minutes. Either way, I just go to break whenever ads happen, so like you're not really missing anything, but you know, still. But yeah. Once it happens like 30 seconds, we'll go to break real quick. Simple as that. Also, Spirit Tracks is probably never getting into GEQ, unfortunately, unless it's broken some other way eventually. Some way to like cut some travel time, you know. Unfortunately for that run, the train section is just way too long. It's probably never getting in as a result, but who knows. It's also harder in the dungeons too, compared to Phantom Hourglass. The dungeons are a lot more busted in that run. It's tricky. Okay, there we go. We'll just pause right here real quick. I'll be right back in like 3 minutes with more of this. See you in a little bit. Heck yeah, gamers. Now this is pod racing. Hello, I'm back. Let's do some more races. It's like all the same, it seems, so, you know. I'll do them until I run out of stuff to do, I guess. Oh my god. Oh no. That wasn't good. I kind of feel like racing games like this are definitely like the podcast episodes of any console challenger. You know, that's what it feels like. Like this game is just I'm doing the same thing over and over again until eventually I'm out of things to do. So I just talk about whatever really. I don't need to focus on the game too hard. It's all good. That sort of thing. Oh yeah, don't just like blue anymore. We're good. Blue, blue, blue. We're in RPG right now, so kind of zoned out. That's totally fair. Is this new? Wait, hold on. Have we done this before? This track shape seems unfamiliar. Wait, no, never mind. It's mirrored. Never mind. I know now. We're going in reverse here. Never mind. We're in reverse currently. I recognize it now. I need that boost. Yeah, it really is just 6 tracks and then they reverse it and then pad the runtime a little bit. That's honestly a shame. I'll for win this one though. Actually, no, we got plenty of time to catch up. We're good. They're right there. It's fine. Reversing the track at least does make it a little different, but not a whole lot. I'm not giving them too much credit. Oh my god. That's probably it right there. Unless I'm sick. I'm sick. Hold on. You sick with it? You sick with it? The clutch. Let's go. Take that, Subulba, or whatever. I don't want to win the name Bed Quadraros. Why was I thinking about that? Okay, Japan's new for sure. We have not seen Japan yet. But is it a different track though? That's the real question. Okay, I've not seen this before. Yeah, this is a new track entirely. Okay, well there we go. So there are new tracks occasionally, but it's very rare. There's cherry blossoms everywhere too. Ah! Also, I turned down the effects earlier in the game, like before I started some of these circuits earlier. I'm not sure if that made it just sound like noticeably quieter, but I don't know. I'm definitely not like paying as much attention to that anymore, I guess. Maybe it did. Get out of the way. Ooh. Need a boost for sure to get through this water because it slows me down a lot. There we go. It slows me down a lot, but the CPUs go through it no problem, so, you know, there we go. The CPUs know something that I don't, clearly. It's not just they were not programmed properly. No, they definitely have knowledge I don't have, of course, clearly. That's interesting though. They have boosts in general, but like no other powers at all. I guess otherwise just like standard ATV racing, and then they have like a boost out of nowhere. So it's a little larger in life, but not a whole lot. They committed to being like a sports racing game, but not fully. I guess it's strange. Back in España. What's up, Skyward? It's going pretty well. We're just playing kind of a standard racing game right now. Except it has a boost for some reason, occasionally. Real life racing should have iron bosses, completely agreed. At all times, every single racer should be in danger of getting hit by a Koopa shell. That's all I'm saying. It'd be cool. It'd be good for the ratings. That's all I'm saying. People would show up if like real life races had Koopa shells to dodge. All I'm saying is that NASCAR would be 100 times more entertaining if there are banana peels on the track. ATV claws come into town? God, I hope not. Please no. God, that game was awful. That was the worst. Not the worst, but like it was really bad. I don't know if it makes my Bond 15 like DS games though. But it was pretty bad. I have to take a look at that ring again, because like I felt I definitely took psychic damage from that game. That's for sure. Maybe my bomb 20. I've definitely taken psychic damage from like every game it's in my bomb 15 to some degree. That's for sure. Increases non-zero chance getting shrooms shoved into their gas to make them go faster. True, true. At any point too, it's very dangerous. Left racing around throwing banana peels at your opponents. Exactly. We need more of that. The stinker. Yeah, no, it's kind of just a boring racing game in the end. Doesn't really have a whole lot of sauce. It's just like we have a boost occasionally. Sometimes the tracks are in reverse. That's about it. This is just the podcast episode tonight. That's what it is. We'll just talk about whatever while we beat this, I guess. Straight up throwing a hockey horn at me every time I go through the get new lap, I guess. Whee! The different issues with this game's rubber banding though. It like rubber bands super hard all the time. It's very strange. Oh no, that's not good. Like more than you expect from a game like this, I guess. Also can't tell sometimes if I'm off-road or not, because like it's the same texture and everything. Right, like right there, I slowed down a lot, but I was still on like the same road texture as before, so I don't know what was up with that. This definitely has no ATV Wild Ride, that's for sure. That game kicked ass. That game was so cool. If for whatever reason you want a good ATV game on DS, play ATV Wild Ride. Made by the same people who made Dementium 1, 2, and Moon for DS, which are like horror and sci-fi or like FPS games. Those games are cool, especially Moon. Moon's awesome. But they also made ATV Wild Ride, which is like a very arcadey, goofy ATV racing game where you can do like 24 different tricks and they give you like boosts and stuff you can use whenever. And like all the tracks are like super larger than life a lot of the time. Australia's new, by the way. That's a new one for sure. There's like giant hills everywhere and like big ramps and like really tight turns back and forth real quick, like stuff like that. What is that bomb part of the track? That game is awesome. The tricks themselves too are also like really goofy. Like you just like get off your vehicle and just like do a full 360 spin and grab a hold of your vehicle again. And that's just a trick. It'd be stuff like that, like while in midair the whole time. It's really goofy. That's a good game. Oh no, come on. Oh, it's a tunnel. Okay. Wait, I've seen this before. What? This is not the Australia track. This is different before, I think. Is it? What is Australia? I don't know, maybe just reason assets for that railroad section. I don't know.
End the first period. Little snow. Ooh. I definitely like slingshot out of turns sometimes if I'm not careful. Like if I hold like left or right for too long, I definitely like slingshot in that direction. That's what I've noticed too. So I'm trying not to do that as much to make sure I just don't run the walls an accident. Unavoidable sometimes, of course, but yeah. That's right, free swag. It's alright, for sure. I'm glad it's not like licensed songs the whole time. It should be fine for my VOD channel for sure. But also, I want to hear like the most Tony Hawk soundtrack possible, you know, for like games like this. That's how I always feel. Just give me like freaking Bad to the Bone. Give me like Superman by Goldfinger, you know. Give me some random punk song by some band you've never heard before, with like the wildest name possible. Give me freaking like, just give me stuff like that. Limp Bizkit-esque. Yeah, I can see that. He's more Durst though. He's more yeah. Stuff like that. Whoa, what the heck? There's something floating in the sky there on the last turn. Oh my god. I don't know if that was... Oh, that's just a sign. Never mind. I didn't see the pole there. I thought it was just floating. Object permanence? What's that? What? I think I have to stand. This game's probably getting like a 3 or a 4 out of 10. They give you enough to do to last a little bit, but like only because they keep repeating like tracks for you. It's also kind of just standard otherwise. It's just a boost. That's all I get, just a single boost. They even get a boost in a cool way. It's just run over a thing on the track. I don't got any like drift boosts or anything, or start boosts. It's just you got boost token. It's just that. You use the boost to go over the water and so you don't get slowed down by the water. Ooh, whoa. That's about it. That's all we got here. Ah, rip. Do we get like a second boost on this track at all? There's no, I don't think the boosts replenish at all. That's what I'm noticing too. I'm pretty sure you only get one boost like in each location it normally is per track. So there's no boost here either before this part. Just certainly a decision they made. All you get is one mushroom ever in Mario Kart, and that's it. Alright, it's just reversed from before. Or, yeah, it's just in reverse from before. This is the shortest track too, so I need to lock in. I'm sure I don't lose this one. Do I need to lock in? Probably not. I just need to, not lose. That's not mess up at all. The CPUs also just go through the go through all the items too. They don't get boosts. They wouldn't get. Keep missing that boost there. Yippee! Take that, Anakin Skywalker. Alright, 2 more, then we're probably on to our... I imagine our final circuit after that's done. Alright, back in Japan again. It's probably a 3 out of 10 racing game for sure. It's how I'm feeling right now. I think during the next credits, I'm gonna check out what other games this developer has made before, especially on the DS. I don't think I play a game from beyond reality games yet, but I mean, I might as well check it out. See what else I have to look forward to from them, I guess. Look forward to in maybe quotation marks here, but still. Yeah, I think it's the exact same track as earlier too, like, not even a reversed or anything, it's just we're playing the Japan track again, actually. I think it's all it is, we're just playing the Japan track though again. And back in Robin on the left there, let me see. Oh, it is! You're right! It is. We are just going off-road, essentially. Oh my god, you're so right. Wonderful. Yeah, pay attention to those vehicles that are on the left on the mini-map. Let them go just completely off the side of it. Very good, very good. That definitely should have been caught in testing. Like, what, like, come on. You can redraw the map a bit, it's fine. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, this is a reverse from earlier too. I'm kind of curious what's going to be the best sports game by the time we're done with DS Destruction. Just overall. Because the best one in terms of ratings they currently have is like FIFA 06. That game really was really good. And then the other FIFAs have been progressively worse since then. They peaked at the first one for like somehow. Like it's actually really, really good. I'm curious what other games are going to be like really good sports games on DS Tube. Mario Hoops 3-on-3 is also one that sticks out in my mind. That game is also very cool. We love Mario Hoops 3-on-3. Great game. Eventually we'll play Inazuma 11, like 1 and 2 at least, as a bonus game. Those are like soccer RPGs. So maybe those games will be there, but I don't know if that counts in this case too much. Given they're like, you know, mostly RPGs, but based around soccer, but I don't know. Marks and Down players of childhood, it's so good. Alright, I'm gonna check what else this dev has made. ATV Quad Kings. Alright, Beyond Reality Games. Okay, so on DS from this dev, I also look forward to Mr. Bean for the DS. And also Honda ATV Fever and Gummy Bears Mini Golf. It's the Gummy Bears Mini Golf devs. Oh, they've only made great games, it seems. They've only made the best games, I guess. Jamie Woodhead. Hee hee hee. And Mr. Bean and Gummy Bears Mini Golf. Freaking Gummy Bears Mini Golf. One of 5 golf games on the DS, by the way. Well, of course, that Frisbee Golf game we played previously, 2 Tiger Woods games, and True Swing Golf, which might actually be pretty good. Now it's time for the Pro Series. Whoa! I need 7 quad bite to get that. I have to go back here to do it. Just a little goofy, but yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all we can buy then. Cool. This one's purple by default. Looks red from the preview, but let's see. Yeah, it looks red to me. I don't know. Is that purple? Let me zoom in a bit. Is that purple to y'all? It looks red to me. I don't know about that one being purple. Okay, it's purple on... No, it's still red there. Hold on. Because that's blue there when I do that, but like, it's mostly still red all across the board. And that's green, obviously. Did they just forget to put purple in properly? I don't know. What a strange game. Right, this should be it after we finish this next one. Because you can't buy any more vehicles, so... Yeah. Yeah, race 1 out of 12. Here we go. The game recently an enemy called Red Liskit. That's definitely Limp Bizkit. The devs were a fan. Yeah, so devs made 2 ATV games, the Gummy Bears Mini Golf on DS. That's wild. Yeah, same cutscene, but again. Woo! We've seen this cutscene like 5 times. Let's freaking go! Alright, 12 races. Here we go. We've seen all of them already, pretty much. But we didn't see 2 of them that were reversed, so I mean... I don't know, we're foolish for that one. They're reversed. They're for the difference. Trust me. About the NOS? Okay, so whenever I get one of these like boost tokens on the track, I can just boost for a little bit. I guess technically it's NOS at that point. But that's what's happening here. One of these right here. It's got NOS for like a tiny amount of time, I guess. Is that the one thing that makes this game not a standard like racing game, I guess, or a standard like sports racing game at least. I think it's gonna be about 2 hours by the time we're done with this. If you've asked 2 Furious points to let it rip. I wish there was something like that in here. Yeah, it's just pretty standard. I don't think you can do cool tricks either. I guess I haven't tried too much. That's just like press random buttons if I ever go off a jump and starting to get a good amount of height off of it. Which isn't really happening in this game, so maybe it's not a thing. Oh! Okay, I can do that. Never mind. I can do tricks in this game, but I think it gives me a little more money if I do that, which I think I remember that happening earlier in the game, so that's probably all it is. That's not really worth it because money just gives you more vehicles. But if you place first and everything, you get the last vehicle, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's pretty fun. I recommend playing ATV Wild Ride instead. That game is a lot more fun than this. This one's just pretty standard, and the tracks repeat after a while. It's just like all you get in this game are 6 tracks, and eventually you get the reverse versions of each track, and that's it. ATV Wild Ride has more variety, and also yeah, ATV Wild Ride. It's made by Renegade Kid, who made Dementium 1, 2, and Moon on DS, which are like sci-fi and horror FPS games. They also made an ATV game, which is like, it's really cool. You can do like 24 different tricks in that game, depending on your, like what buttons you press, and they give you like boosts if you're able to land like harder tricks. It's really cool. Yeah, absolutely. That game's sick as hell. It's very goofy, but in like the best possible way. Also, music's done by the head of Renegade Kid's bands. Which is also cool that he's in a band, also like a game dev at the same time. That's another cool fact about that game too. So yeah, very original soundtrack on that one. Sounds very unique compared to what you normally would hear. Oop. Oh, I didn't see the boost there. Hell yeah. I think I wish this game had more than just a boost though, whenever you grab anything. Like give me like an oil slick or banana peel or something. Give me a green Koopa shell. Give me the bloopers so I can spray ink all over everyone's screens. That'd be cool. Ideas in your life. Xenogears 3DS. Hey, it's now I can play all DS games. It's fantastic. Oh hell yeah. No, it's awesome, honestly. Hey, if you ever need like suggestions for DS games, by all means, I do have that spreadsheet there. I got my favorite DS games on the stats page, some of my least favorite ones in general. Etc, etc, etc. Got reviews for all of them too. All that good stuff. It's just link in chat a second ago. It's also below the stream where it says like DS instruction spreadsheet and stuff. I just for our DSCS to take you there too. Yeah. I'll post again 1 second. Right there. Perfect. Hell yeah. Every time I finish a game, I always write a review of it afterwards in that spreadsheet. You'll see me do that in like 20-30 minutes once I beat this game. I know some console challengers tend to like leave shorter reviews for games and stuff, but I tend to just kind of go longer in my reviews a lot of the time. I feel like I have a lot to say about certain games sometimes. This game, I don't have a lot to say about it, honestly. It's gonna be a short review for sure, but sometimes I spend like half an hour on some reviews just because like I got a lot to say about that game, whether positively or negatively. Usually negatively if I'm spending that long on a game. It all depends. I've heard praise from people in the past though that like they've checked out games because I left such thorough reviews on it in the past. Which like, I mean that gives more reason to keep doing that, I guess. So doing a quick summarization of it. Community service when you do that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of like. Not every game on DS has like footage on YouTube. That's a big thing for me as to why. That's a big motivator for me personally. Beyond just like, I guess preservation in a way. Proof is these games, you know, existed, etc., etc. Yes, got me to check out Beyond the Yellow Road. That game is sick. I was playing some of the soundtrack for that earlier today, actually, on stream. During the intro. Yeah, The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Epic Road. Actually a really sick RPG. The one thing it does weirdly is that it uses a trackpad for moving around, or a trackball for moving around. I'm not sure why, but it's pretty cool. Play GameCube ATV game today? Nice, nice. Funny coincidence for sure. Which one? You gave me Retro Team is so bad. It will. I'm sure it will eventually. That game's really cool. It's gonna suck to emulate it though, unless you have a tablet or like somebody control like the game with touchscreen controls at all. Just because of the way it controls, I'm not sure why they made it like that. The trackball is such a weird decision. Here for GQ, yo, let's go. From when I was like 5 years ago, hell yeah. Play Robot because of me, let's freaking go. I love Robot. I had a stint a couple years ago where I tried to get Robot back into GEQ again. Like my run in that game is like top 10, I think. I don't know if it's still top 10, but like, yeah. I love the I loved it. I love for that game to get the run back eventually because like we had one run of that game when it came out. It's GEQ, and that's it. But I don't know, we'll see. I know Aston's also been submitting that game along with Triple Lux to GEQ. Triple Lux has never actually been in a GEQ ever. I tried to get DD Tour in before. Aston's done the like bid war between like Robot and Triple Lux before. That's not happened yet. Hopefully eventually. Eventually we'll get into the 3DS Kirby and the GEQ. It's your favorite Kirby game? That's why it's gotta be in eventually. It's cool. Triple Lux is awesome. I prefer Robot over it personally, but like they're both great games. How hard is it getting in GEQ? It's pretty hard, honestly. I'm lucky because I'm someone who's been in GEQ. I've had like almost 20 GQ, like mainline GQ runs now at this point, which I'm happy to say that. That's a fact I wrote probably on my shoulder, you know, but like, yeah, it's hard to get in, especially as like a newcomer for sure. There's a lot of little things you gotta make sure you gotta make sure your submission's good. Like you gotta make sure your text is good and everything. You gotta make sure you have good incentives for your run if you have any incentives at all you can make for it. Like, yeah, it can be difficult for sure. For me, it's a little easier because I've been so many times. Like the committee knows what I can do. They know I can put out a good run. You know, it's always just a matter of what game I'm submitting. Will this game cause people to actually show up to the stream and not leave, that sort of thing? Is this game a good run, etc., etc.? Is it entertaining? Is the run entertaining? There's a lot of factors that goes into it. Like I submitted like 3 runs that I tried to get in the silly block last SGQ. I got none of them in. I got no runs in the last GQ. I'm hoping for like an alpha block run this time around if I can get something into that, but we'll see. I've played a few alpha games from this project, and I'm planning to submit a few of them to enter the queue for that. Along with like Daniel X as well, which I routed recently and played recently for the first time in this project. I'm planning to do more runs of that after this game's done here. It all depends, really. Like if you're submitting like for instance, if you're submitting like a game that's always submitted like every single time, like a GQ standard, like I don't know, like I'll just say Ocarina of Time as an example. Ocarina of Time's been a lot. It's like if you're submitting Ocarina of Time, you have to submit something that's like not been done before in that run, like a different category that's unique, or like just like something that makes your run stand out. You can't just like submit like the standard like main category Ocarina of Time speedrun. You gotta submit like, I don't know, Ocarina of Time all I don't know why all nuts is the first thing I thought of, like all Deku nuts or whatever. I don't know. It's gotta stand out in some way. Or like it has to be a run that's not like a category that's not been like forever, like that sort of thing. Like there's a lot of factors for sure. Your run also can't be too long either. Like GQ tends to not accept runs most of the time that are over like 2 hours. If a run is over 2 hours, it has to have like a few incentives for sure to make it worth it. Which like makes it harder for me because I'm trying to submit Kirby Superstar Ultra 100% in GQ, trying to get that in GQ since like 2019 or so. It's yet to happen still. But it's probably because that run it's just over 2 hours long, but I have no idea. I don't even think all nuts is an actual category. I just tried to think of an item, and the first thing I thought was a Deku Nut for some reason. Yeah, exactly. You can't have the same runs as like the last couple of GEQs, and again, unless the run has changed drastically since then. My favorite example of that is like Skyward Sword, because Jim just ran a thing for AGQ 2020, and then like during the pandemic, I think he had the same run in next GQ, but it was like over an hour shorter. So, yeah, they repeated because like for that reason. Like that's a great reason. They found enough time to save over an hour in that run. Like, yeah, let's have it again. Why not? That's a very rare thing, you know. It's as long as it's set to particularly SG26. It was, yeah. They had the all fleece run there, if I recall correctly. Something like that. Nothing more alpha than Marker Man. That's true, but I'm not gonna run Marker Man. Someone has speedrun Marker Man Adventures though. There's a run of that game on YouTube, if you can believe it. There is indeed a run of that game, and I think if I recall correctly, the person who ran it did it out of spite. That's what it was for them. They ran that game because they hated it so much as a kid. They wanted to just like prove it was. They just want to prove themselves they can beat it in one sitting or something. So they routed and ran it, and like it was like a 2-hour run or something, which is impressive considering a game is like 150 levels long. Absurd levels of masochism. I guess. I gotta respect it though. I gotta respect it for sure. The RPG runs have a hard time getting into GDQs in general, especially if it's not like not the finale. Like Clear Obscure got in as the finale, but that's gonna happen, you know. That's just gonna happen. I'm surprised it was like the hour-and-a-half long category, not like the 3-hour long all bosses category that was in RPG Limit Break, but is what it is, I guess. Also, we're getting third here for the first time. We're not getting first this time around, just because I keep missing the boost here. That one crash caused me to not get first, which is fine. It doesn't matter as long as I win the whole circuit. Which, I mean, look at that. We're gonna win the whole circuit. Yeah, NES games are like that. Early gaming and all that stuff. People have to figure out what makes games good, etc., etc. It makes sense. It's something. They do make good speedruns though. There are some cool NES runs out there. My friend Swords and Kirby's been running Darkwing Duck recently. That's a pretty cool run. Got a lot of sauce to it. Yeah, a lot of arcade ports, especially on that. Same with the Genesis as well. Which I didn't realize until Mikeyama started doing his Genesis project recently that, like, the Genesis is such an early console in general. I did not realize, like, it was only a couple years after the NES came out. That's still wild to me. The earliest Genesis game is 1989, for the record. I think the NES first released in North America in, like, 1985, I want to say? Something like that. Yeah. Just put your Chuck E. Cheese tokens to the arcade machine and you're good. I remember having like a whole cup of Chuck E. Cheese tokens stowed away in my house when I was a kid. Now it's all digital, which is probably better overall, but like, there's just something funny to me about like taking my cup of Chuck E. Cheese tokens to Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid. Just to play the arcade games there. Or Spire Stomp. Let's go Spire Stomp. Just something funny about that. I don't know. Bill Saga. Have to get Turbo Ride for 16. I mean, you can still do it right now. A lot more expensive now, but I mean, like, I'm sure there's like a flash card for it that make games for that like more inexpensive for sure. But I don't know. I don't know much about TurboGrafx 16, unfortunately. I have a friend who has like a Neo Geo. He has like the Neo Geo home console. It has a bunch of arcade games and stuff on it. And he has like a flash card for it. And the flash card itself is freaking massive because the like cartridge slot in the first place is like super wide. Like it's like this wide. It's super wide. It's wild. So the flash card for it is like huge as a result. It's like a giant rectangle. It's pretty cool though. You can play like Magician Lord on there. Let's go Magician Lord. No, it's larger than a DS for sure. It's larger than a DSi XL. Larger than a 3DS XL. Larger than original DS. Larger than this thing right here. It's ridiculous. It's one of those cartridges you have to two hands. That sort of thing. Is new console recently? I have no idea about that. But I probably, I don't know. There's a lot of nostalgia bang these days, especially. It wouldn't surprise if that happens. Oh hell yeah, let's go. Hopefully. Yeah, that'd be awesome. You're doing 3DS, right? So, for reference, when I started my my DS challenge, I started with Super Mario 64 DS because one, it's a you know, it's one of the launch titles in the system, so it makes sense to start with that. And two, it's also a game I used to speedrun a long time ago.
3, it's a game that a lot of people are gonna like tune in and watch at the very start of it. Like, I had a lot of reasons for sure. And like, I think that like starting with like a launch title is probably a good idea usually. Which I guess for the 3DS to be like Pilot Wings Resort, I think. I forget. God, I just got flung so hard into the wall there. That was ridiculous. I forget what else launched at the very start of the 3DS, but yeah. 3 Land being a solid start for sure, but up to you for sure. My advice is start with launch title personally, if you want to be like that. But at the end of the day, it's your project. You do what you got. You do whatever you think is best. There's no right way to do a project like this, you know. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. As long as you know. I guess the wrong way would be like you say you play every. You say you're playing every like I don't know like every DS game. Instead you're playing like every NES game or something. I don't know. It's all fluid. It's all you can do whatever you gotta do with it. Thank you for listening. It's up streaming well. 3 more races, then we're done. What'd you see for that in particular, Saga? Because my friend Soul does that. Also, Slim Kirby does that too. I know Bread Ghost does it too. They all do GBA challenges. Yeah, completely wrong console. That'd be the wrong way to do a console challenge. Is like, just say you're doing one console instead of doing a different one while you're doing the challenge. That'd be the one way to do it wrong. But you're just lying to the people. You forgot who? Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I know Soul and Slim were really streaming earlier today with their own challenges. Just lie the whole time, yeah. I'm doing my DS challenge here, but actually it's a 3DS challenge. They both have DS in the name, so you have no idea. It's like they're the same thing, right? They're the same thing. Trust me. I have had people like straight up think like 3DS games were DS games when they say like, have you played whatever so and so game before for your challenge, and there was like a 3DS game. I've had that happen before. People are silly. Oh yeah, there you go. It was Soul, yeah. Yeah, Beam Queen Soul. I'll just go ahead and do this for her. She might still be streaming right now for all I know. But yeah, that's the person right there. Bam. Go follow her. She has a GBA challenge. I think she does it like 3 days a week. Something like that. 3DS challenge, but it's just DS games. You've been playing through them at once? Yo. Now we're talking here. Choose Fish Komitska. Okay, gotcha. My DS challenge where I play only games starring Dylan Sprouse. Oh god. I think there are 2 Sweet Life of Zack and Cody games on DS, so it'd be that though. It'd be that for sure. I forget what else on Disney Channel had Dylan Cole Sprouse, but there's probably something else. .3DS? Nah, this is 3,DS. Whoa. Thanks for the Big Street Gamer. Oh, hell yeah. Also, congrats on your 3DS finally being repaired. Now you can play all the cool games. Now you can catch up on the cool games I played from this project, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Yeah! Yippee! Yippee zippy! Yeah, I think Sky's had its streaks since like streaks have been a thing in my channel. It's pretty awesome. Shout out to my regulars, they're awesome. Shout out to my non-regulars too, they're also awesome. Thanks for tuning into my streams and, you know, being here for my silly shenanigans, like doing the same races over and over again like this for 2 hours, or listen to Santa Claus is Coming to Town for 3 hours.
It's Sarah, it's Sarah. Alright, one more race and then we're done, I'm pretty sure. Yo, thanks for the gay penny. Let's go. Let's pick up ATV racing games of the PS2. Nice, nice. This is the second ATV game I've ever played, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it's the third one. I played one motocross versus ATV game. That's right. This is the third one we played for his challenge. It'll be the third one I've ever played as well. ATV Wild Ride still reigns supreme, though. That game is awesome. ATV Wild Ride for sure reigns supreme in terms of like ATV games, at least. Wow, there! That's not how I turned. Okay. That was wild. It does not matter how how I place here though, because I still won regardless. I of course want to finish faster than before. That is the goal of racing: to go fast and finish fast than everyone else. Obviously. Me out here explaining racing like no one knows what that is. What is this term, racing, that you're saying? Never heard of it. All right, there we go. Why is Ray singing? What's up with that? That should be everything, but we'll see if there's like a surprise thing after these credits are done. I was gonna go to a break in like 2 minutes anyways, so we'll do the review after the break is done if this has to be in the end of it. We'll see. We've seen these credits 4 times, by the way. This is our 4th time seeing these credits. Mercy Gonzalez. Credits 4. Get it? Because it's called Quad Kings. There's 4 credits because it's quad credits. Ah, you get it. You get it. Yeah. See, it makes sense. Stu. Right, if we get a trophy at the end and it's like you unlocked such and such, we'll do that after a break, I guess. Let's see. If you're first placed in the Pro Series, placed first in all 4 series, I've been crowned the ATV Quad Kings champion. All right, that means we're done for sure. Then that's it right there. Bada bing. All right, there we go. Just make sure. Wait, hold on. Hold. There's All-Star. That's new. You know, a dune buggy to enter this event? Hold on, it's new. They didn't even mention that one. What? Hold on. All right, let's go buy that, and then we'll go to the break. I guess we have more to do. Hold on 1 second. I don't have enough for the top one, or this one either. Flame, Moonlight, or Yin Yang. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got a dune buggy then. I guess we'll do that after the break. There is more to do apparently. Okay. You're not race as Luigi. You're not race on Luigi, true. Alright, I'll be right back. See you in a few minutes. Sorry, Marcel soundtrack. We gotta get back to the game. We gotta see what All-Star's about. What's this about here? Ooh. I like the Moonlight the most, I think. The Flames are very like early 2000s. I think I wore Flame shirts and I was like, 1 out of 14. Oh god.
We're not even on quads anymore. We're on dune buggies. Get out of here. Okay, we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up after this then. 1 out of 14 is wild though. I thought we were done for sure, but they just pulled me back in, I guess. We'll see how different a dune buggy is compared to the ATV, I guess. I just say I'm the champion, but I mean, we'll see what happens after we're done with the dune buggies, I guess. Okay, looks like the top of face is getting decimated by this, though. Yeah, a lot of people guess like 1 hours or like just barely 2 hours. Not a lot of people guess above 3 hours. This is gonna shake up fantasy for sure. By the time we're done with this one. If it ended right there, though, if it wasn't this dune buggy section, then would be good though. But yeah, we gotta do this now. Is this just cosmetics though, or is it more? Is it more? We'll see, I guess. So far, it feels like cosmetics. Oh, wait. Maybe it does control slightly differently. We'll see, I guess. Oh my god, if I can stop hitting walls, that'd be awesome. Oh god, okay, I need a drift right there. I've just not been drifting around that corner. That's definitely a huge issue. Did I restart this? I'm so far. Oh, I'm restarting this because I'm so far behind. Hold on, we're running it back. I'm now used to the dune buggy, therefore we gotta go again. Oh, yeah, start a new one then. Okay, it does save your progress, which is cool. I didn't expect that one at all. Hell yeah! All right, let's do it. 3 years in parachute, corrupted some of the SD card. Now I can't update my card. No. Sorry to hear that. Where are they repairing, anyways? Did they have to open up? I guess you got to the point that they had to open up the shell, I imagine, considering that's where the SD card is on 3DS. That's a better turn there. Ah. Yeah, this is pretty much just a skin, and that's it. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess you would need to up the 3DS for that to be repaired properly. Very strange. I don't know how that messed with the SD card though, but that's still unfortunate. God, they're just right behind me. If I make a single mistake, it's over. Just directly behind me. Get out of the way! Stop! No! My speed! Is there a boost anywhere, or am I just screwed? Let's see. Yeah, I'm just screwed. Second place for me. That sucks. Like I lost because that guy just ran into me over and over again. That's even my fault. That sucks. Still got Moonlight though. It's the coolest one. How game is trimmer? It's okay. It's a pretty standard racing game, but has a boost occasionally. You can just pick up on the track. That's about it. It's nothing to really write home about, I would say. That being said, we're now in like the All-Star mode, I guess. All-Star difficulty. All-Star set of tracks, I guess. But what this game has done the whole time is it has 6 tracks and then reverses the tracks for like it versus 2 tracks every circuit. And we're now on the 5th circuit where now there's 14 tracks here. So my guess is they add a new track just for the All-Star circuit, but I have no idea. So we're trying to find that out right now. Also, now we're in dune buggies instead of ATVs. Definitely worth knowing for sure. There we go. Yeah, it's very like basic racing game. It's not super exciting for sure, but it's something. Probably getting like a solid like 3 or a 4 out of 10, honestly. We'll see. Thanks for streaking, gamer. You want to edge your seats? That's all you need right now. You paid for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. That's all anyone needs, really. If I can stop crashing into walls, it'd be really cool. Ah! That's so mean. These drivers are big meanies, and I don't like them. They should get a timeout. Yeah, it's not too hard either, on top of that. I'm actually having the most trouble right now with these dune buggies, I'd say, compared to the ATVs. I don't know why. It feels like it's more difficult to like maneuver around. You know, I'm pretty sure it's just a cosmetic change, and that's it. It's just getting worse as the game I play it more. I don't know. Hard to say, I guess. Hard to say. Oh, hi there. Oh, they ran me into the wall. Nice, let's go. I wish I got that boost. And most of the time I'm ahead of the pack, so like right now I'm having to catch up. Like this is not very cool. Yeah, 3rd place. Behind Steeder. I'm gonna see something real quickly. Did they change the difficulty on me? Going into All-Star? Let's go back real quick. No, it's still a medium. Okay. Weird. I'm probably just sucking more. It's fine. We'll get there. Maybe it's also my vehicle too, because I don't have like the highest value vehicles. I couldn't purchase it. Maybe that's it too. I don't know. Okay, it was definitely faster to not take the ramp there. That's really funny. Oh, okay. Maybe it has a little more drift on it. You buy new vehicles in this to actually be able to do like the layer circuits, but like I don't feel like the vehicle matters at all. It's really weird. I always buy the highest value one because like I feel like it just makes sense to do that, but like it's just I don't know if it matters at all, really. Maybe it does a bit. It's not, since I'm not on the highest value vehicle currently, but yeah, I don't know.
Gotta say too, up until the Doom Buggy section here, I've only been like holding A the whole time. I've had to press B occasionally just to make this work. I was like, barely lost it. What the hell? Okay, he's starting to pull away even more. I can't lose this. I can't lose this whole circuit here. Like, come on. There's no stats or anything. Like, nothing has stats. So like, I really don't know if it matters. If it does matter, I wouldn't know either. Ah! Oh god, this sucks. Well, I'm gonna back out of this just to cheese a bit. Just gonna do that, and back in Japan. All right, sounds good. It's alright, they're CPUs, they wouldn't know. Oh my god, it rubber band, it bounced me so hard there when I turned. Yeah, the Japan course, I think this course is one of the hardest ones for sure, just because like you're not making a whole lot of 180-degree turns, and when you do in this game, the game likes to slingshot you like towards the wall all the time, or like the inside wall usually. Like holding left or right for a while, it kind of makes the game just freak out a bit. It seems. So yeah, that's the way I see it. It's a little odd. I should be fine right here, though. I should be fine to win. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And that deer guy got fourth. Get owned. Now I'm up top. It's certainly a name, yeah. It's not as cool as ATV Thunder Ridge Racers after all, but I mean it's something. It's not as cool as ATV Quad Frenzy. Not as cool as Motocross vs ATV Untamed. Hope you good. Ah, sorry to hear, Sky. Yeah, I think in terms of like progress in this game, if we see a country it's not like Australia, Italy, England, Japan, US, Mexico, I think Germany?
Think of all the countries you saw. Okay, it's like France, Spain. I think England's there at one point. Italy was there. Mexico, Australia, US. I don't know. Trying to see if it maybe get a new country entirely, a new track entirely to ride on at some point during this playthrough, but I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen at this point. One can hope, I guess. That was very cool. I lost all my speed there, by the way. You really lose just so much when you just hit a wall in this game. Like, way too much for sure. Yeah, third place in the end because of that. I'm head and head of this Dieter person, that's for sure. Why are they starting me in 6th place? What the hell? I keep winning these tracks, they keep starting me in the back. What the heck? I'm gonna give a reward for doing well. I see how it is. I'm gonna give a reward for kicking ass out here. Can't believe it. I'm gonna give a reward for being a quad king. Wow. Unbelievable. Alright, that track's easy, thankfully. Now back on top. You can't keep bed and quad and arrows down. You can't do that. Famous Star Wars Episode 1 racing racer. Bed, quad, and arrows. You can't keep them down. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I held right too long there, therefore I get punished for it, I guess. It's so weird. I think it has to be a 3 out of 10 because of this. I'm thinking 3 out of 10 territory for this game because of the turning thing being so weird. Nice. And of course the fact that, like, if you hit a wall like that, you just get so devastated for it. Oh god. Ah! That was a good boost. Nothing happened with that boost at all. There was no boost to be had there. What the hell? Okay, everyone's about to finish. We're gonna cheat this a bit because I want to lose this amount of points for sure. Wow, okay. You know what? You know what? Fuck it, we're going easy at this point. Just because I want to finish this, I don't want to like stay here grinding this out for a while and have to exit races back over and over again like this. We're going easy. Screw this. I'm getting punished so hard for hitting walls. Like whatever. I think the CPU's worse. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, we're driving Doom buggies now. The final the final circuit here is all dune buggies. Okay, this is way easier now. The CPUs are very bad. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a cosmetic thing or not entirely, but like, yeah. The dune buggies definitely feel like I don't know if it feels like more difficult to use a dune buggy or not, but like, yeah, it's just I don't know, like my turns just suck more now. That might be going faster. I don't know if I'm going faster or not. It's just really strange. I feel like I'm driving worse when using this thing, so maybe I'm going like a little faster. Maybe the turning is just worse. I don't know. It's weird. They don't give me stats or anything at all in this game, so I mean, you know, there we go. I can go off of feel, I guess, or anything else. It's just weird. Good old budget racing games. Ah! Alright, there we go. Much better. Here, part it's a game where we're not driving ATV. Exactly. ATV Off-Road Fury. I never played that one. What's that for? For PS2, okay. Yeah, I never played that one. In terms of ATV games, I've only played like the other two I played on DS so far, being ATV Wild Ride and Motocross vs. ATV Untamed. Those are the only ATV games I've ever played, I think. There was like a motocross game I played as a kid on like the McDonald's kiosk, the Hell's GameCube games. I don't know which one that was, but yeah, I remember that at least. It's not the same thing as ATVs, I guess, but similar. Ah. Ah! I definitely feel less in control of the Doom Buggy for sure. How'd I miss? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Boost miss. It's boost miss Eve. I keep missing the boost. This is so sad. What's that bounce? What? Nice clutch. Nice clutch. We take those. Freestyle Metal X. I don't know if that was the one I played, but yeah. That's a cool name. That's a cool name though, at least. The Razor Toy Hawk clone? Oh no. Good old Razor Freestyle Scooter. That game is empty. It's a very empty game. It's the best way I can describe that one. I had a Razor Scooter as a kid too. I actually liked the Razor Scooter a lot. Oh my god, what the hell? It is bouncing me so freaking much. Holy shit. I don't want to restart this again. I'm gonna see if I can bring it back. I got a few boosts to work with. It's certainly a game, that's for sure. It's a game that was made and put out into the world.
Just collecting like razor wheels. It's like, you know, the collectibles you normally get in Tony Hawk. Strange one. Oh my god, I was doing so well catching up. This sucks. Is there another boost somewhere? I hope there is. Oh my god, stop! Dude! That sucked. That was not my fault. Whatever. Definitely game of a year. If anything. God. One of my favorite subtitles ever is Yonoid 2 Game of a Year Edition. It's just a simple subtitle, but it's so perfect. It's not Game of the Year, it's Game of a Year. Yonoid 2 is also a funny game. Shouts to Forgotten Pizza mascots. I get annoyed tattooed a few times. So, what's stopping you, huh? Huh? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, don't pay attention to me. How can one avoid the Noid when it's on their body? Oh no! Shouts to the noise in Pizza Tower. The dude's a little shit. It's the noise. Ah! My speed. How did I turn that much in the air? That was wild. I was trying to adjust slightly and I just went so far over to the right. That was so weird. Yeah, the more this game's going on, the more I've noticed just how less in control you are of your vehicle. Especially the further you get into it, where you know, the vehicle starts going faster, and I guess in this case your Doom Buggy's controls worse. It's very strange. The turns become like impossible. Like this. I'll continue because I'm like 15 ahead. Yeah, we're tied. Okay. Maybe I should have stopped right there. Maybe I should have exited that and try again. Inori versus Pepsi Man. That'd be wild. Pepsi Man clears though. He can turn anyone into Pepsi. That's just OP. Just straight up. What does Inori do? Seek out pizza? Pepsi's not pizza. The Pepsi is for pizza, though. Pepsi for TV game. Pepsi for pizza. Pepsi for TV game. Pepsi, only my choice. He says, with the most amount of swag ever. Mike Butters says, with the most aura of all time. How much more is there? Only a couple more races, then we're done. The Doom Buggy controls so much worse than the ATV. Like, a lot worse. I've been struggling with it, not gonna lie. I think it's because it goes so much faster, and like your turns just don't seem like they're so much worse. But it's become like super uncontrollable though.
Like if there's any sort of tight turn like this one up here, it's really hard to. If you're not doing a jump before then like that, then it's really hard to actually like not hit a wall sometimes. Oh, I hit a wall. Therefore, there goes my speed. I was doing well though. I was doing well for a while. It does definitely help that if I get too far ahead, they cannot rubber band towards me as easily. But this game had no like. We didn't know how long this game was gonna be. There's no how long to be for this game, not for the DS version. Same with like no long play on YouTube or anything. This one was definitely a crapshoot for sure. A lot of season in general is a crapshoot. A lot of people have gotten them pretty close, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it's a testament to me like making good estimates on the form or not, but yeah, I have more information in general. But either way. We'll just see how it is once it's gonna do a shake of the bracket a little bit, I think, once we're done. Oops. We'll just see how things are after Picross DS though, that's for sure. That's gonna be the real test. Who's in the lead once the Picross DS bombshell drops? Who's also in the lead once the Harvest Moon DS bombshell drops? AKA who wins the season, because it's the final game of the season, but you know. I thought I'd initially include too few games this season, because I know for most of the season we will be playing Picross DS during it, but like... maybe I should have included like 1 or 2 more games. We're actually getting close game-wise to the end of the season, because we're like... I think there's like 8 games, or like 7 games left in this season at this point, including this one. But the ones we have left are like Puzzle Chronicles, which should take me like 3 or 4 sessions at least, I think. You know, still have Picross DS. We still have, you know, Syracuse of the Unicorn. Not sure how long that game's gonna be. Still have Pets Rescue Ocean Patrol, which is like an 11-hour long pets game for some reason. We still have all that. So there's some time. There's some games that'll take me a few sessions to beat too, but like, yeah. Yeah, it's wild. A touch on the wall just means you lose all your speed. It's pretty ridiculous. Okay, no matter what I win right here, doesn't matter where I place. Well, Sudoku will take me like a very short amount of time. I'm playing 1 Sudoku puzzle and 1 Kakaro puzzle, and then that's it. That won't take me very long at all. When season just started, yeah, we played a lot of games this season. That helps for sure. There's been like no super long games to go through at least so far. Other than, of course, Picross DS, but obviously I'm not doing that all in like 1 long session or anything. Or like, you know, I'm not doing like a whole stream of just Picross DS, etc., etc. Ah! Next season's gonna be cool though. So next season has mostly just made up of like voting games. Because that's when I really like stopped doing a lot of like the Wheel of Spam or like Game Redemption and stuff for a while, just to catch up on the games list a little more. So we have like pretty much all voting games next season, outside of a few of them at the start, including the first Vera vote game, which is Sideswiped. That game is really cool. It's got car bowling in it. We're gonna be bowling with cars in that game. That's freaking awesome. That's all I know about it. I don't know about it otherwise. All I know is that car bowling is cool. Well, I was gonna get first there.
Oh, well, this is Maris. I won regardless. Yeah, I won regardless. We're good. Alright, that should be everything. That should be everything in the game at that point. We'll see after the credits are done, but that should be everything at least. This is the 5th time we've seen the credits, by the way. GG number 5 right here. Yeah, it's a very 3 out of 10 racing game for sure. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best either. Touring sucks in this game. I thought it was fine for a while, but like... yeah, it got worse over time. This is the good ending. It's an ending. It's Super All-Star mode? God, I hope not. You're in Super All-Star mode. Now you're riding on a motorcycle. Woo! Not the most neat credit sequence I've ever seen. I mean, for me, the coolest credit sequence for me is quick spots, where you have to spot the difference in like the actual like developers' names, which is really cool. That's a game fucking rules. I love quick spot. All right, that's it. There's nothing else is unlocked. There we go. And bam, GG's, actual GG's. It sounds sick. It's so sick. Play Quick Spot. The game is amazing. Quick Spot is one of my few 10 out of 10 games from DS Destruction, and it deserves it. I freaking love that game. More people need to play Quick Spot and know about it. That's the way I see it. But less people should know about this game for sure. Less people should know about this game. That's all I know. This one wasn't very good. I'm gonna start the song over. Just because I like this song. This one wasn't very good, but like, it's okay. It's a very 3 out of 10 DS game. That's the way I see it. Make some ATV games on a DS? I don't know. They have 4 regular ATV games and then Motocross versus ATV. However, ATV Wild Ride, sick game. Play ATV Wild Ride. That game's great. This one, nah, not really. It's not very good. It got difficult during the Doom Buggy section, but the rest of the game wasn't that bad, I would say, difficulty-wise. I'll give it like a... between a 3 and a 4, so bada bing. 3.5, there we go. Alright, and it was 2:29:27. That was our final time. Use the DS feature as well. The map was on the bottom screen. I guess I didn't really need anything else. I mean, that's about it, I guess. Go to my 3S to try and get a DS. You don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, the 3S can play DS games. That's what I do to record my DS games, of course. Use the 3DS. You don't really have to. I mean, I guess there are a couple of DS games that do use the GBA slots, but like, they're not really worth playing. I would say most of the time. Tony Hawk's Motion was not worth it for sure. I don't think it's worth it getting a whole thing for Sly Adventure Mad Kid. I think there's a few other games that use the GBA slot like that actually play the game. That's not really worth it. Yeah, it's a yes because it uses the bottom screen for the main map, so we'll just go with that. I guess Guitar Hero, yeah, there's Guitar Hero on DS if you want to play that with the GBA slot, but yeah, I don't know if it's entirely worth it. All right, pros of the game. I don't know. It was fine. It was a fine game. Yeah, you can't play Tox Motion or Q Pixel Painter. Oh no! Okay, pros. Yeah, it was a fine racing game. I like that there were boosts you could get eventually. That at least added some variety after a while and helped get me back into the race occasionally. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, like, yeah, this is fine. Cons, running into a wall just completely nukes your speed to the point where sometimes
you just can't come back. Depending on how far into a race you are. It's pretty egregious. Also, every circuit just adds 2 tracks to the game, with both of them being reversed versions of tracks we've already played. So playing more of the game doesn't really feel rewarding. On top of that, you have to buy new vehicles that have faster top speed, and sometimes, and at least to me, it feels like your handling gets worse with these faster vehicles. You know, like, it doesn't feel like the handling gets better, just you go faster, therefore handling gets worse because you can't handle it as well. Yeah. Yeah, just overall the experience gets worse the more you play this game. That's the way I see it. I don't know. That's really about it there. Was there anything memorable about this game though? Anything that needs to be written down? I have nothing in Discord here. Yeah, I got nothing in Discord either for this. What was memorable about this? Was there anything at all? I guess there's the 5 credit sequences. I guess there was that. That was something. Just play the credits every time you beat a circuit. I don't want to just have nothing after all. I mean, like, that's all I can think of at least. Just the fact there were 5 credits. Random Social Dune Buggy is pretty memorable. Yeah, I'll put a random Dune Buggy, I guess. That was kind of neat that we had that, but like, eh. Yeah, that's about it, really. There were signs on the side of the road, but like, there's nothing interesting about the signs. It was just like the logo of the game, or like a person on an ATV with like a blue background. That's nothing really interesting, I guess. We're like sponsors, like the word Monster Jam. Yeah, would I recommend this game? Nah, it's not really the best racing game. It was kind of hard to handle your vehicle the further you went. And there's not a whole lot of variety as well. There's better racing games to play for sure. There's definitely better ones to play. That's the way I see it. That's ATV Quad Kings. We now know how long this game takes to beat. We now know all about it. And that's about it. I don't know. There's not much to say about this one. Why did they make a DSi report of this game like 4 years after it came out? And it came out in 2014 exclusively for the DSi eShop. Why did they do that? That's the one thing I need to know about this game. Why did they make that?